Test, 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 test. Oh, it's working. Ah, shit! I forgot to do my stream information. Ah, nuts. Con 7-3 con report. Hello. And the token. Ah. I'm alive. I'm alive. I'm alive. Hello, hello. I am alive. I did not die at the con. The con tried to take me, but the con couldn't do that. I'm too powerful. Oh my gosh, it's been a little while since I've done this, huh? Feels familiar. But it's good, it's good. How are you guys doing? Hello. Oh my goodness. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Oh, you're so sweet. 3 months. 3 months. You haven't gotten tired of me yet. Strong. That is the adjective that I would describe Alabaster with. Strong. That or patient. Why is my sound alerts not going? Hold on. Be patient with me. It's been a while. It's been like 2 weeks. I don't know. I'm warming up to Akuma spam on my timeline. Oh. Let me see if I can get this system sounds. Blah, 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 blah. Maybe this has gotta be the browser. Go to? Maybe. Maybe. I don't remember which one I saw today, and I was like, shit, she about to drag me in. Oh no! I swear it was not the titty one. I put that on the other account. It wasn't dish soap either, cause that didn't have box in it. I don't know. I'm sorry if it got on your thing, either way. Lower myself, there we go. But hello, hello, hello. I'm trying to figure out stuff. Look, you know Twitter could have been showing me a week-old tweet. It really could. It really could. Depending on the tab that you're sitting on. It might have been the for you, the following, you don't know. I mean, I've been tweeting a little bit. It's not like I've been gone. I was tweeting even at the con. I can't not tweet. I have a problem. Let me test something out now. Let me test it out. And also, sorry if I sound kind of nasally more than usual, because I still got sniffles. I still sort of have this sneeze. The heck was New feature, video share alerts? What the heck is a video share alert? I don't care. My alerts. Those, let me try. Try in browser source. It did work. I didn't then. I heard nothing. Red. It should be fine. I don't like this. I don't like this bullshit that it's not showing me stuff. Why is this? I don't know. Man, this is scuffed already. Ah, la la. First, Twitch, or not Twitch, Tits wasn't working. And then this. Tits wasn't always working. It wasn't working much for me anyway today. Blah, blah, blah. Bah, bah. What's a Holly stream without some scoof? What's a Holly stream without some scoof? Johnny! It's not even doing it on my open act. Like, rude. What the? Oh my god. I can at least talk about the con while I do this, but... Woo! Okay, con was amazing. If I didn't have any friends, I don't think I would like it, but I went with a friend, and I loved it. I haven't been able to see said friend in quite some time. So being able to see them was such a delight. I missed them so much.
Hello there.
Oh, there you go. You just take fucking forever, huh? Whoa, okay, now you're starting to do, okay. Okay. I see how it is. I see how it is. Okay. Let's try again. You just take fucking forever, huh? You just take forever, huh? It's okay. I took forever to come back too. It's okay. It's okay. We need better music. We need better music. There we go. Listen, there's been 0 streams tonight without Scuff in the group. It's just the brand. I guess so. I guess so.
Hello there.
Wait, Sneeze hasn't had any Scuff, have they?
Hello there.
I don't think. Oh. Sound alert, you're a piece of shit. Bitch. I'm gonna have to figure shit out afterwards. This is bullshit. There was not actually a transparent PG. Oh, it's not supposed to be transparent. It's not supposed to be transparent. I'll figure out transparency later, but like, blah, blah, blah. It's not transparent, don't worry. But okay, I'm trying to get my thoughts in. I should have wrote down things while I was at the con, or at least before the stream, of things that happened. So, first things first. If you don't know what Katsucon is in the National Harbor in Maryland. It's pretty much the DC metro area. Everybody calls it the DC area. Or Alexandria, because it's literally just like, if you swam across the river, you'd be in Virginia. It's just like right there. You could, I think you can see the Capitol from... I don't think I saw the Capitol from my hotel room. But I saw something. And if I was looking in a different way, then I probably could see the Capitol, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure. But I saw something. But it's always held at the Gaylord Hotel in the National Harbor. Big convention hotel center. It's very, very pretty. It's got a huge, like, window wall. And inside that area is just... Gosh, how many levels are there in there? I've only stayed at the Gaylord twice. Or, no, I've stayed there once. And I've just been able to be there. No, I have stayed at the Gaylord twice. I stayed at the Gaylord with somebody, and then I stayed at the Gaylord again with some other friends. It's a very nice hotel. It's not the fanciest hotel by like room standards. You don't get a microwave. They don't let you have microwaves. You gotta smuggle that shit in, sadly. And it's pretty much like a regular hotel room that you would pay like $100, $150 a night for, except for this one's on steroids, and you're paying like maybe $200, $300 a night. And that's with the, that is with the room block prices. That's even with the Katsu discount. Fun! We didn't stay at the Gaylord though. We did not stay at the Gaylord. We stayed at a hotel, like right a little bit down the way, just down the road. Easy walk if you're not disabled and don't have a hard time walking like I do. You were sold at gay. I mean, I was too. I was too. But it's such a lovely place. There's a huge atrium, and if you get lucky and you get a balcony room, you can face out to the atrium and just see the whole atrium room. There's like plants, there's a little tiny river or little pond. There's a big fountain. There's like little tiny houses that are like little shops. It's so cute. And it's got like nice little brick pathways and stuff. It's very pretty. It's very pretty. And that is why it's very popular for cosplayers. The con is not known for its events, like, Anime Impulse and Anime Expo is, but this place is known for its beautiful scenery, outside and inside, and so, you get a lot of people taking advantage of that. And then they also use the MGM hotel, like 5 minutes away for that too. But no, I did not get to stay at the Gaylord this time because if you saw me post about it months ago, I did not get a hotel room. They screwed us up. The Katsucon staff is kind of shit. Katsucon management is shit. And like, it's hard to get a room on a regular basis every year, but they screwed up the link and like, what the hell? Honestly though, I never understood fancy hotels and stuff, especially going to cons. The only con I've been to have a rave well into the morning both nights, so I was literally only there to sleep until the con opened back up. Oh my god. I like having the hotel. So the thing is with the fancy hotels and cons is that usually they're attached or they're right there at the convention center, which makes it so much easier to like go back and forth. Especially if it's in the actual convention center, like the Gaylord is. You can literally just go, oh god, I'm tired, or oh, I have too much merchandise that I bought. I bought a big merch plushie, whatever. You can literally go up to your hotel room via elevator and be like, okay, I'm gonna drop this off, or I'm gonna go pee. And then, ta-da, you can go right back down to the con. I sort of could have done that with my hotel room, but it was a little bit further away. I was like 15 and 19 when I went both times, so sleep was irrelevant. Oh my gosh, youth. The youth! And their lack of sleep. Wait! You were going to raves at 15? What the hell? What the fuck is wrong with you? Who let you go to a rave? Oh, quote-unquote rave. Yeah, that's pretty much how it is at Katsu's rave too. It's literally just everyone standing around bopping to like anime inspired beats. Usually there's no actual anime music, like what the fuck. And there's some really cool dancers. The dancers are what I really love. And yeah, I just usually go to the raves to dress like a slut and like wear LED stuff with friends, and then we hang out for like an hour and we're like, okay, this is boring, bye. You got booby candy once? Oh my god. Wait, booby candy? I've never seen booby candy. Is it like gummy? Is it like a candy mint deal shaped like boobies? Oh, that was my third guess. That was my third guess. Look, if you have boobies and you have a bra, you have a pocket. You have a little tiny warm pocket. It might be sweaty and it might be a little stanky after a while, but like, you know what? We have a pocket. I did not store anything in my bra this time. Wait. No, I lie. I did. I'll share that. Well, do I share that now? Do I share that now? I could share oh, I will share photos. Hold on, I will share photos. I have made a whole folder on there. Hold on, I'm gonna share photos. What is this? Oh, it's a calendar. No, I don't want Google Translate, just Google Drive. Please and thank. Please and thank you, please and thank you, please. Just let me log in. Please and thank you. Blah. Let me see. Let me get this all situated. You got a warm pocket, might be sweaty and stinky. It is. Especially if you're at a convention. Because it does not matter if it was winter or not. That con was hot. This convention doesn't know how to cap attendance. So everybody's piling in. And you start sweating. I was sweating from like just standing in line to pick up my badge. And granted, it was a huge room, like a big warehouse kind of room. But yet we were still kind of like clustered together in one spot. And but it's sweaty and it can be stinky. Because sweat can be stanky. So yeah. Boopy bra pockets can be sweaty and stanky. No lie, I ain't gotta rephrase shit. Let me see about changing over and showing off the goods. Hold on. Hold on. Did you say it went over my head? I don't think it's so. If you're talking about balls, because I'm not... I don't care. No, I don't want that Chrome extension. There you go. Why is this showing up in... Da-da-da-da-da. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Alright. I don't know what you're talking about. Boobs are just the female version of balls. They're just a little bit bigger. And they don't... Well, no, they do carry white stuff. They do carry white liquid. But, alright, let's go. Transition. Let's go! Here is my first photo. And oh, look at that. You get a sneak peek of the new chat that's coming up. Look at you. Look at that. Oh, the emotes kind of big, aren't they? But here is a good photo of... Yeah, there's a big Ferris wheel. Very big Ferris wheel at the National Harbor. That's kind of one of its selling points. You can, once you start seeing the Ferris wheel when you're driving on the interstate, you're just like, yep, I'm here. And you get discounts on the Ferris wheel ride if you're at one of the conventions, because MagFest is also, that one's in January. So if you're at MagFest or KatsuCon, then you can get discounts to ride the Ferris wheel. But there's a big Ferris wheel. There's a huge boating area. You can see the bridge. Let me see. I don't know if you can see my deal, but you can see there's this bridge. I don't know what this tower is. I don't know what it is, but that's literally, you're looking at going to Alexandria or Virginia. But that was my view from the hotel. That was my view from the hotel. Very pretty. I'm glad I can sleep through anything because those lights didn't turn off. Those lights only turn off during the daytime. So I had a lot of pretty ambient lighting throughout the night. It's very, very nice. It wasn't in my eyes, thankfully. It was coming from an angle into our room window. Very nice, very nice. I prefer seeing this view over the street. Very beautiful, very beautiful. Next. What's next? Oh, this is the atrium. This is the atrium I was talking about, where you can overlook everything and the big glass wall. It's just like a tiny little village deal. And like some of them, one of them sells jewelry. One of them sells, I think, coffee. One of them I think is for decor, I'm not sure. But this is like a regular deal that's at this venue. And it's so beautiful. On your left side, you can see a little area or like a railing. And that's usually where the restaurants are at, or at least one restaurant. And then there's also another level that you can see, like below the rooms. You have those levels. Those didn't go away. But on those levels, there's a lot more stuff, like the infamous gazebo. I didn't see the gazebo. The gazebo is not that big of a deal. The gazebo is pretty. But it's not that big of a deal. It's not the best photo taking spot either. Only thing apparently it's good for is photo taking and taking a shit. Yes. But it's so pretty. I love this area so much. You can get a lot of good photos in this little area. As long as you get good lighting and people are not in the way. Because it's very crowded, especially at night. And people are drinking. Because this is a very drink-heavy con. There's a lot of party rooms going on. And you can sort of tell by some of the balconies have lights on them. Usually they have flags and banners that hang on them, but I think they nixed that. I think they made a rule against that now. Which makes sense because there were some really bad flags sometimes, and it's just like, But then sometimes you get some really nice stuff, like Shrek dressed as Elsa, and you know, it makes up for it in a way. Alright, what's next? Oh. That was my bed partner. I did not go to bed alone. I did not go to bed alone. Hold on just 1 second. You want to hear something lovely? ASMR. I need this water. It sounds like a soda, but I swear it's water. It's just sparkling. But I took Shotodaki with me. I was supposed to bring him out and be stupid with him, but I didn't. Spoiler alert, I did not get to take Shotodaki out on the floor. I don't think I would have wanted to anyway. He probably would have been stepped on, and he's also kind of cumbersome to carry around. And I didn't get a lot of free time walking around. But that was my bedmate. He took that side of the bed. And yeah, I don't know why I included it in that. It's just funny. What's next? This is the hotel. This is the badge pickup line. Badge pickup line. It was not hell. I was gonna say it was hell, but it's not. It really wasn't. Thank goodness. It was actually quite nice. But if you can see, hold on. I wish you could properly zoom into this deal without having to, but you can see You can see. Look. Cyborg. There were cyborg cosplayers in the line. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful shit. Fuchan and Ukiki, mama. Yep. Cyborg! Oh, I couldn't get a proper photo of them, sadly, because, you know, we were in the line. We were all moving, and they were, like, 1 or 2 spots. They were, like, a row ahead of me or so, and it sucked. But it was what it is. Let me try to get... No, let me just try to resize things again. Ow. There we go. God, I can't imagine being in a room with that many people anymore. Yeah, it can be a little crazy, especially if you're an introvert. Which is, you'd think I would have a problem with, but I'm kind of an ambivert, where I don't like being in normal places, really. But when it comes to a convention, I am all out. I am an extrovert. I turn into the mom friend. I turn into the talking. What is talking? I turn into the caretaker slash like chaperone kind of Paka. And everything is like really fine. Like, I actually wasn't very mentally tired after the con. I was physically tired. I was physically fatigued. But mentally and emotionally, I actually do really well at cons. And that always surprises me, but I love it. It means that it's something that I am comfortable with and I am happy with, and it's very nice. It's very nice. This is actually, if you think this is bad, I'm sorry, but it's not. Hold on. Oh, more shotodaki. Shotodaki yodaho. Oh, no wonder things look weird. I feel the same when I suddenly get people I gotta take care of. I go full group dad. No social battery lost on that, though. I definitely lean extroverted. Yeah, you just like... on a normal basis, you go, I don't know. But then if a friend pops up and they're having the same problem, you're like, nope, come on, all right, we're gonna do this, I help you, I got you. You saw that tweet easily like 20 times. Oh, really now? He was ready to go. He was ready to go. How else was I supposed to take him to the convention? You know, I'm not gonna throw him in the trunk? Why would I do that? It wouldn't let me be and let me be gay in peace. No. You follow and subscribe to me. You cannot get any peace. No peace for you. I will be gay and I will be a problem. Yeah. Alrighty. Next. Oh, that's not what I wanted, but whatever. I wonder what that is. Oh, I never noticed the Chinese gay. I never noticed the Chinese gay cosplayer. I please, anybody out there, please don't kill me for just saying Chinese gay. I don't know his name. I just know that he is from Moldau Zushi. But he's a very beautiful boy. And there were so many Moldau Zushi cosplayers and other danmes. I think they're called danme. I believe that's what they're called. The Boys Love Chinese books. Those are danme. Lots of danme cosplayers. Lots of Boku no Hero Academia as well. Go figure. Take a shot every time you see a Hero Academia cosplay, you're gonna die. But this was an Among Us! It's an Among Us! Do I have the photo of the oh, I don't. Oh, nope, you don't get that. I thought I had that. I was the first one other than Mario met. Oh. That's an Among Us, and I don't know where the other photo went. I'm sorry. I think I probably nixed it because it had my face and I didn't really like it. I'm gonna make it a habit of not really showing my face too much on Twitter and here. I think I'll probably, if I do any kind of face reveals, it will probably be on Instagram, which I'm still setting up. I'm still setting that up. But the only time I want to show my face really on stream and on Twitter will be if I like the photo. I didn't really like too many photos of myself from the con. But it was an Among Us. It was a big giant Among Us and they just kind of stood there. They were just standing there just being sus. And they let me take a photo with them, so I'm happy about that. I wish I had gotten more photos, like a comedy photo. But that would have been easier if I had somebody else take the photo. What was next? I got to see an Your partners will never stop going off over Hawks and Aizawa. They would have lost their minds over all the cosplays they would have. There was a good bit of Hawks. I think I might have known a Hawks that went, but there were a lot of Hawks. And there was a few Aizawas there. I think that's the Sleepy Man, right? I think that's the Sleepy Man. But one of the first cosplayers I got to see and take a photo with was an Ukiki. And I'm so happy because, like, you know, second day I cosplayed as Uki. This person, like, is beautiful. Look at their wig. They got, like, every little individual sleepy bedhead curl in there. And it's just like, damn, okay. I stopped halfway. I just focused on, like, I just focused on creating like, a whole bedhead look. I saw nearly 6-foot Edward Elric once. It was hilarious. I love seeing cosplay like that. Because you should not let your body type and everything limit what you do. So seeing, like, really tall cosplayers do tiny boy, girl, non-binaries anime characters is so funny. I have a friend who would cosplay Leo Foltiel with me, and even though they were already 6 foot something, she was also putting platforms on. So me being Gallo, aka the taller one of the two, just was super hilarious next to her because she was just so tall. And she's like, nope, I still gotta put platforms on. Bitch, you're already over 6 foot. I don't want to hear that. Be so short. Oh. Yeah, it wouldn't be in character if you didn't bully them for being short. But I got to see an Ukiki. And if you probably saw my Twitter post about me and that day's cosplay. I was doing I was not cosplaying a hiccup. I was cosplaying casual Voxan, which is Vox's like gender bend female kind of self. I did not have a lot of stuff to work with for cosplay wise, because, like, you know, Paka has big boobage. I got the big warm stanky pocket boobage. So it's very hard for me to buy cosplay or, like, you know, make it myself because I don't know how to sew. But I was cosplaying casual Voxian, and you can see I have a little dish soap. You can't see Wormdred. They were in my boobies the entire time until they started to fall out. Oh no, I didn't mean to do that. Next photo. I don't know who this cosplayer is. Wait, no, I have their photo. I have their, I tried to get, in the beginning, I tried to get the cosplayers' names, but I didn't get it, all of them, sadly. But this character is apparently from Harvest Moon? Or Story of Seasons? Whichever one of those. But they're so beautiful, aren't they? Like, I saw them and I didn't know who they were, the cosplaying as, and I still had to get a photo. It's just so breathtaking. I wish I had a better, like, camera other than my phone. But it's, look at her, she's so gorgeous, right? So beautiful. So their Instagram name, let me put it in the chat. Harvest Moon cosplayer. Their Instagram is Solehekakos. I think that's how I spelled it. Is that how we got it? Yes. The Harvest Moon cosplayer is Solehekakos. And so check out their Instagram if you really want to see like more of this cosplay and other stuff. Look at that. It's so pretty. What's next? This. Oh my gosh. This is hilarious. I did not get their names. They gave me a photo card. That's somewhere. That is somewhere. I got many business cards that day. Well, no, I might be able to find it in here. Hold on. No, I'm not even gonna go through that. That's a lot of business cards. When I post them online, maybe on Twitter, I will have the names posted. It is a Holly. I have returned. The con could not consume me. It consumed my wallet, but it did not consume me. Hi. How you doing, Golan? How you doing? Huzzah, yes indeed. We are going over little photos that I took at the con. You missed you. Oh, I missed you guys too. It felt very weird not streaming. I really kind of wish I could have streamed while at the con. But no. With how things went in that room and with my roommate, that would not have been able to happen. No. It's not possible to have my PC set up in that hotel room when there are 3 cosplayers in a room. You're doing the pew pew with Mario, but I'll be lurking. Pew pew for me. Go shoot bad guys. Shoot them in the head. Shoot them in the buttocks. Like shoot them right in the anus. Do that for me. Do it in my name. You have a fun lurky lurky turkey turkey. Remember, we got the lurk command now. I gotta talk a lot. My throat still hurts from the convention. I'll pretend all the haters who've been bugging you. Thankfully, it's not been a lot of haters, thankfully. But thank you so much, Golden. Yes. Shoot them. Shoot them in their pee-pee and their asshole. Because they are assholes. But this photo, this person literally was walking around the artist alley with the chair. And if you don't know who it is, it's Shinji from Neon Genesis Evangelion. And it's just amazing. I don't know who the guy is on the left, the farthest left. I'm sure it's a character in the show. But oh my gosh, the Asuka and the Shinji and then Shinji's dad. I don't know who the fuck his name is, but Shinji's dad. It was just so funny. They were just carrying around the sign. They were carrying around the chair. And that's just pretty much what they were doing the entire time. Because I don't see how you can buy art with carrying that stuff around and with like no pockets going on. Well, no, I guess the guy's got pockets. Asuka, you have no pockets on you. I'm sorry. You could not fit pockets in that bodysuit. I'm sorry. That's when you have to use your boobage pocket. Very, very funny cosplay. That made me die. I actually got to see these cosplayers the same time as I saw the Uki cosplayer just a little bit ago. And they are Kanai, who's on the right, and they are Kazuha, which if you don't know, those are Japanese branch Niji-sanji VTubers. Very popular. They already got their Nindos out and about and stuff. Very popular talents from the main branch of Niji-sanji. Kazuha, I think, was the first to reach 1 million, I believe, in the company. Well deserved. Very funny streamer. Very, very funny guy. Very nice. Very chill. He's very cool. If you don't know him, he's a vampire. He's a vampire and he just kind of walks around with, like, casual clothes on because, like, you know, he's just chilling. You know, he's just chilling, you know? And then Kanai, I really don't know what Kanai's lore is. I think they're pretty normal. But they're so pretty. Kanai's so pretty. People ship them together, I believe. But they're so pretty. I think this is their anniversary art. I'm not sure. And if you can see in the back, you can see a Hellboy. I don't know what his name is in the show. I just know there's Hellboy. And then behind the Hellboy is a store that you could have gone into that sold souvenirs and, like, drinks. Overpriced drinks, you know? But it sold, like, a lot of, like, DC souvenirs and stuff. Because, like, you know, when you're at the hotel, if you're at that hotel, you're pretty much going to either Alexandria or DC. Or you're doing something, maybe, military, contractor-wise. You pretty much. So that, you know, you gotta throw in those souvenirs, you know? Next! This was a Graha Eat-A-Bag that I saw. I was at a booth, and I was waiting my turn to, you know, buy art. This was a very popular booth. This was a very popular Final Fantasy XIV booth. Also, Jujutsu Kaisen, I believe that's how you pronounce it. Oh, my throat hurts. My throat really hurts still after the con. So if you hear me trying to clear my throat and pause a little bit, that is why. Which is funny because I wasn't screaming at the con. I just talked a lot. I guess I had to scream just a little because the convention center was very loud. And, like, you know, you have to be heard by the artists. But this person had the most gorgeous Eat-A-Bag. And it's like, I don't do duplication items in Eat-A-Bags. Like, I don't care about duplicate items. But the way that they have the duplicate buttons, it's so beautiful. Like that blue. I've got to find that button somewhere. It's so beautiful. I don't think I have any of those charms either, and that makes me like so like, ugh. Because I remember just like looking through the bag because they kindly let me look, and I was like, I don't have any of these charms. What the hell? I have more Graha pins than I do charms, I think. It is so beautiful. And then they have a little Graha plush in the bag as well. And then they have a Graha hoodie like tied to their waist. They're very Graha. And they were buying Graha. I will show what I bought at this booth later on. I wanted to do the hand cam today, but I'm gonna match the merchandise with the business cards so you can know where you can get them from. So, let's see. Next photo. This was a Sora cosplayer that I got to see on my way back to my room. My feet were hurting. I was going to lunch with friends, I believe. And there they were. They were walking towards me, and I was like, Sora, those are the biggest fucking shoes I have ever seen in my life. And they were very proud of them. They should be very proud. They made this outfit, I believe. They made the shoes, at least, I think, because they were very proud of there being orthopedic shoes underneath, which you kind of need at these conventions. If you're cosplaying at the convention and you have weird shoes, do it for photo shoots. Wear regular walking shoes or orthopedic shoes. Walking around the con as normal. Keep your cosplay shoes for photo shoots. Like, just don't. I paid that on the first day. Box of sandals are not orthopedic. But this person is so gorgeous. Look at their wig. Sora's wig is a pain in the butt to do. Look at all those spikes. I can't imagine doing that. But that keyblade is amazing as well. The pants are so nice and poofy. The shoes are huge, and they got orthopedics underneath, as I said. It's very beautiful, and they were very happy to stop and let me take a photo of them. I'm so happy. Who's next? Leo! Leo! This was a very beautiful... There was a lot of Leo Photias at this con. Not a lot of Gallows to match, oddly enough. But you know, Leo Photia is gender goals. Leo Photia is gender goals, and who doesn't love a cute femboy arsonist? No, I do. I love them. but very, very beautiful cosplayer. They let me take a photo with them, and they brought out the was it translucent? I don't know. But they brought out the LED 3D printed flame, and it was so lovely. I was like, yes! Nice! Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Leo. And you can see a booth to the left. I will show you what I got there. I got some I got a lovely item there, and if you can see what they're selling, then you might already know. I will show later. Who's next? This was the lovely Officer Jenny that I got to see. There was let me tell you guys, there was a lot of service dogs at this con, and they were legit service dogs too. Sometimes you see people like faking that, sadly. But there was a lot of service dogs at this con. And this was such a good boy. There was a lot of service dogs that were dressed up as Growlers too, and it was just so cute. This was a very good boy. They were very prim and proper. They did not get excited when they saw me, even though I was excited to see them and the cosplayer. But this was a lovely Officer Jenny cosplayer and their service dog, who's apparently, this is their second big con for the doggy, which is a big deal, because, you know, doggies, this is a big con. This is a very big con. I don't think I would ever be able to take Dandy to this one. Even if I think I really need him, I don't think I would take him, because even if he's fully good public-wise, I don't see how you can go around and not get them stepped on. There's just, people don't watch where they're going. People don't really make way for you, even if you're in a wheelchair. And it's just crazy. So I don't think I'd be able to take Dandy. So props to this person and their lovely working dog for surviving the con. Very beautiful. Very beautiful. Next! Genshins. Because if there was one I can't talk. I will get back into the streaming flow sooner or later. Oh my gosh. But what else is new? I can't talk on the regular basis anyway. But if there was one Hero Academia cosplayer, there were 10 Genshins. I swear to God, they were everywhere. You could not go anywhere and not see a Genshin cosplayer of some sort. And it was just like, oh my God. If you don't like Genshin Impact, if you hate it with a fiery passion, you would not be able to be at this convention. No, there was a lot of Genshins. Merch-wise and cosplay-wise. But I think their names are Yaimiko and Raiden? I don't know. One of them is a lightning girl with a sword and that comes out their titty. And the other one has like little foxy ears, I believe. And she's a priestess, maybe? I'm not sure. But they were coming to the con. Or they just walking around outside, and I was heading back to my room when I saw them. I'm like, I gotta try to get a photo. They're so pretty. Girls, pretty girls. Pretty girls. Pretty girls. The wind, it was also very, very windy at the con, so that's why their hair was kind of blowing everywhere. This person made me so happy. I was standing outside with my roommates / friends, and they were doing their Chinese gay. I don't know which one it is. Heaven's Blessing. I believe it was Heaven's Blessing, that book series. They were doing that photo shoot, and I was hanging around just like, you know, helping out, watching their bags, being there for them, just hanging out. This Discord comes walking down the path, and I'm like, Discord, please. I have to get a photo of you. You're beautiful. I love Discord. Discord is the reason why I got into My Little Pony in the first place. And it's just so funny to me, because like, you would think I would get into it for the ponies, but no, I got into I got into it because of John Delancey. Beautiful, beautiful cosplayer. I love how he did the pinstrip suit. He had the wings, he had the goatee, he had the hoof hand. Very beautiful. Goals. Goals. I want to be this Discord cosplayer. Next. These are not in order. These are not in order, man. I found these guys on Sunday. And beautiful. I saw the Victor first as I was walking past, and I was like, Husbando. Rose, oh, you gave me a hydrate. I just hydrated, but I'm gonna do it again. Thank you. Hiya. Hello. Hello. I'm doing good. My throat hurts a little bit, and I feel very out of the streaming, what's the word? What's the word? I feel like I've fallen off of my streaming chair, like, so to say, with how to stream, but we just have to gradually get back into it. I hope you've been doing well. I missed you guys. We were going over the photos that I took at the con, and I just realized I never actually told any of the stories. I've been going over the photos first off, but I walked by and I saw this Victor cosplayer and I was like, Husbando. You have a good look, Rose. And then I saw the Yuri and I was like, surely there's a Yuri. And there's an Eros Yuri, and I was like, God, that's beautiful. Beautiful shit. And they let me take a photo, and they posed, and it was beautiful. Look at them, they're shiny, and they're sparkly. Oh, they're so beautiful, and they made it themselves, I believe. Very beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful boys. Beautiful skip boys. Next. This person was a ray of sunshine. Oh my God. They were very in character to Joker. And oh my gosh, they made me so happy. That was like, oof. Like, I asked for their photo and they were just immediately was like going into the Joker mode, and they let me take so many photos of them. And they did the Joker laugh and stuff, and it was just so good. Oh my God. Oh, this person was so great. I wish I got their name, but look at them. Look at them. They're so amazing. They let me take photos real close up. They were so beautiful. My God. I love Joker cosplays. I love Joker cosplays. I'm not a fan of the Joker character-wise, really. The Harley Quinn has my heart. But, like, Joker cosplays are so fun. Because the people who do them, sometimes they can be hit and miss. Sometimes you get some real dude bros thinking that they can just be cringy as Joker. Whatever. But then you got some folks that are just so... I love them. This person was just wonderful. Wonderful person. Wonderful person. Next. This person was great too. I mostly took this photo because I saw Coca-Cola and I immediately went, I need to show my dad. Because he's an absolute Coke addict. Coca-Cola addict. I am too. I bought a whole case of Coca-Cola just for that weekend in the room, and I pretty much drank almost all of it. Because I didn't drink enough water at the con. But this lovely person made a samurai outfit out of Coca-Cola packaging. It's amazing. I wonder if they covered it all in Mod Podge. I'm sure they covered it all like Mod Podge or something similar so it can stay still. I wonder, like, how do you pack that? How? Like, is that a one-time costume? Like, I can't imagine even being careful that it would be easy to, like, keep sturdy. I mean, granted, you could probably fix it real easily because it's just Coca-Cola boxes, but like, damn, it's beautiful. I love it. The people are so artistic with their cosplays, man. People are so great. Next. These cosplayers made my day. And the Joker didn't make my day. These folks did, and I love them. I think I actually have their names. Yes, the Vox. This Vox. I'm gonna call them Anniversary Vox. Their name is AKDD. Oh wow, you shouldn't. The dot was me. And then the Mista. The Mista is Leafbot. Beautiful, beautiful people. I loved getting a photo with them as well. I ain't showing that photo. I did not like my Saturday photos of me at all. I was made Uki. That day, that outfit did not flatter me. It did not flatter me, and I don't feel like the wig flattered my face much either. But these people were beautiful. And the Vox cosplayer is Anniversary Vox outfit, and they were happy that I noticed it too, because like I noticed it midway. I was like, wait a minute, you're Anniversary Vox. They were very happy I noticed, and I'm happy I noticed because look at how beautiful they are. They're so beautiful, and they noticed who I was too, thankfully. And I was happy that they like wanted to actually like let me take a photo with them. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful people. Beautiful people. Next. What's next? Oh, this is one I had to take for Mari because I saw a few ghost cosplayers. I couldn't tell if they were all ghosts per se because sometimes people just wear the skull mask and not all of them were dressed up like in military garb. But this person you could tell was Ghost. And I noticed all the rhinestones and everything. I was like, gosh, this is great. I gotta take a photo for Mari. And like, they let me take a photo. I was like, I have to show this to my friend. Ghost is like, you know, their baby girl. I was like, do I say it or not? I don't want to creep somebody out by saying it. Or I don't want somebody who's like a COD freak to be like, what do you mean he's a baby girl? What are you talking about? He's tough. But, as you can see, he's baby girl. They turned around and instantly I was just like, you get me. So perfect. I died. Because it was so perfect. Like, look, the front of them, they're beautiful, they're bedazzled. I don't know why it's blue. Maybe it's a game thing. I'm not sure. Because I'm pretty sure the UK's got red in it and stuff. Beautiful, 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 and then the back is just so good. Oh my gosh, I didn't notice, there's a cat on the pouch on the bottom. And then there's a cat on the helmet. What even? Next. This Vox was beautiful too. Did I get the first? I did not get this person's name, sadly. But I did see him quite a bit around the con, I believe, and in other people's photos. So whenever I post photos to Twitter, I will find them and I will share. But this was the first Vox I saw at the con, and I was very, very happy. Sadly, I wasn't in Voxian. I was in Uki that day. But look at them, they're so beautiful. They got the Hayori and everything. Something I forgot at home. I forgot my Hayori at home. Meh. But they're beautiful, and they told me that there were so many Niji cosplayers. And honestly, I missed a lot. There were a ton, especially on Friday. And I think the reason why is because I was in Artist Alley pretty much the entire time. And they invaded the Hololive photo shoot, apparently. But I think they were allowed to. I think they asked, or I'm pretty sure they didn't just hijack it. I'm pretty sure they was like organized and they let them, which is very, very nice. And I wish I knew, because otherwise I would have gone. I was tempted to go and just watch. And if I did, I would have been like, oh, cool, join in. It would have been fun. Yeah. But help out. The hiccups have never stopped. But lovely cosplayer. I will find their name later. What is this? Alira! There was a lovely Alira Pandora. Queen Alira Pandora. Very, very pretty. Did I get their name? I did! I did get their name. This Alira was non-fiction. There's no spaces in between the dot, but you know on Twitter you gotta have, or not Twitter, on Twitch you gotta have to. But the Lyra was Liza's non-fiction. Liza's non-fiction. Oh, and the Kuzaha was Yami. And the Kanai was Monio-sama. I believe I typed that right? Yes, I typed that right. I typed it right. Those I meant, I don't know why I didn't. I didn't say the Uki. The Uki was Yaibaka. The Uki was Yaibaka. Yaibaka. Oh no, did the music go bye-bye? The music went bye-bye. The music went bye-bye. And the music. What? Blah. There we go. Music. But this was a lovely Alira. I felt really bad because they seemed to be going somewhere when I found them, and I think I spooked them a little bit. But like they let me take their photo, and I was very happy. They were very happy. Next. Medion. No, that's not what I wanted to share. Medion. This was a lovely Meteon that I got to meet on Saturday night when I was walking around with my drunk friends, or my drunk friend and their drunk friends, who are now like, you know, I'm gonna try to be friends with them because they were very lovely and they added me on Insta. So like, you know, I want to be friends with them too. They're very cute, very cute. Like, oh my gosh, I wanted to like smoosh their little faces. They're so cute. But this was a lovely Meteon that I saw. Very cute. Look at that face. Very happy. Happy burb. And then the flower that you can see, I actually got one of those flowers too. There was a lovely Vina handing them out. And I got one and I was very happy. I was like, oh! But they let me take their photo and I'm very, very happy. I'm very, very happy. I did not get their names. This is when I stopped getting names because I don't have any more names, sadly, on my list. Damn. Next! This Arden was beautiful. This Arden is beautiful. Let me find them on Instagram. I have them on Instagram. I added them because we talked for a little while. Oh. Oh. Where are they? They're called Unconventional 42. Arden was Unconventional 42. Very lovely person. Like the Joker, they were in character pretty much during it, and it was lovely because they came up to me when I came up to them. They shook my hand real gentleman-y like they just put, no, shut up, I don't want to hear it on Instagram, I'm sorry. There's just someone's story was playing. But they just like put out their hand real gentleman-y like, and very slow, and like also like very fancy, very I don't want to say fruity. Flamboyant, that's the other F word. Flamboyant. And they were very nice. They let me take photos. I wish I had had my Arda Eden bag on me at the time. I did not have it on me at the time. I brought my giant Arden Eden bag for the con because it makes things a lot easier to carry if there's like physical merch and stuff. Though it's not easy to carry when you're trying to get things in and out, in and out. Gotta get a smaller thing for that. Lovely cosplayer. Very beautiful. Very beautiful. And I got to meet one of their friends too. It is Rainer. It is. It's Arden from Final Fantasy 15. It's not like they're not canon. They don't have like all the canon fabric designs for it, but they did their own interpretation and it's so lovely. I love it. It's beautiful. They are a beautiful cosplayer.
What the dog doing?
I don't know what the dog doing. Hello, Tuna. Hello, Rainer. He's upstairs, actually. I don't know what he's doing. He's probably laying down on his side on the floor while my dad watches 5 seconds of every YouTube clip. I don't try to, unless I don't really care about getting through stuff on stream, I usually keep him upstairs and I don't let him come downstairs at all. So he's locked up upstairs with the baby gate out in the way, and I got the door shut here so he can't get to it. So there's your doggy update. But how are you? Lovely cosplayer. Next. Yugo-san. Yugo-san. Yugo Asuka. I miss Yugo, man. I miss Yugo. Rest in peace, Yugo. But I saw them and I feel really bad because I think I interrupted them when I found them. And just like, oh no, I'm sorry, Tuna. I forgot. I put that back on because I was testing tits. It's still not working. I don't know what it is. When I press, hold on, I can do it manually. I will do it manually for you. Where is it? What is the hotkey for it? Oh, I'm gonna do F1 for that. There you go. Wait, why is tits like that? Why is it like that? Bitch. Oh, I'm on the wrong one. Okay. Okay, fine. There you go. There you go. It's probably doing that because you're a little tiny llama gremlin. No, I changed scenes earlier, so I should have changed. I need to use my OBS buttons on this damn stream deck that I got. I have not used it, really. I need to fully use it. But this was a Yugo cosplayer and they were very lovely, and I'm sorry to the Yugo cosplayer if I got on your nerves because it looked like they were annoyed. I don't know why. I might have interrupted them. But they could have easily said no. So like, you know what, it's their fault and stuff for that. It'd be my fault for annoying them, but it's also their fault if they didn't want to take a photo but still said yes. Very lovely Yugo. Very lovely Yugo. Did not get their name, sadly. What's next? Barbie. There was this was a lovely Barbie cosplayer, and cosplayers are so creative. I love seeing cosplayers that don't just like throw on a costume and try to be as accurate as possible. I love seeing cosplayers that play around with the character. I love seeing them do like unique cosplays and costumes. Stuff that you just don't expect. And I definitely was not expecting a Barbie in the box Barbie. She was taking selfies of herself and I could not tell if she was acting in character or doing that for their own personal reasons. It was so cute. I loved it. And they were very sweet. A very, very cute Barbie. There's a lot of Barbies, actually. There was a few Kens and there was a few Barbies. And you could tell it was Barbie because they were all in like the 70s workout gear. Next. Callie. This reminds me back when I went to Anime Revolution in Canada and someone dressed up as Bee from Metabots. I don't know what Metabots is really. I'm pretty sure if I saw them, I would be like, oh yeah. But that's so fun. But I found a Callie. I was waiting in line to get drinks with a friend or two. They were selling He-Man themed drinks for some reason. I think it was left over from MagFest. But they had like this big like standee kind of deal. They had this big standee deal with He-Man and Skeletor like on there, and I'm like, what the hell? But they were selling like a few drinks that were based on He-Man, and I saw this Mori Calliope coming by, and I was like, Mori, please, can I please get your photo, ma'am? Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Kind of makes me want to cosplay Callie, but like, I don't want to get a lot of shit. Because Callie gets a lot of shit. Also, I want to lose weight before I do that. I want to feel a little more confident in myself before I commit to Callie. Hi, Kat. How you tonight? How you? Wow. We're just looking over cosplay photos right now. I haven't even gotten into the funny stories yet, sadly. I'm just sort of going through them as I go and like figuring out like stuff. I don't know how I'm doing this. I am a wreck. It's been a while since I streamed. You're arting. Ooh, is it from last night too? Is that the art from last night? Good luck on the arts. There's the shoe and Albin. This was a really pretty shoe. Like they made like they said that they made their jacket and it was like padded quilt. You can see Mrs. S in the background. Yeah, you can. I bought so much from that booth. I bought so much from Ayu. Beef eye round. Oh gosh, Ayu, what is your name? Ayu. I've known Ayu for quite some time, since Final Fantasy 15 fandom, so seeing them at the con again makes me very happy. I haven't been able to keep up with Ayu in a while. I will show their merch and stuff. Baby duck enema. Yes, it was something with an enema. Very, very cute. I love them to death. Trust me, yeah, you got some stuff from their cat. But this shoe and Albin were at the booth, and I was like, can I get a photo of you guys? And with you, I got a photo with them too, thankfully. And the Vox from earlier took the photo for us, actually, because they were right behind us. They're like, oh, we could take the photo. I was like, oh, Vox, thank you. But the shoe was very lovely. They were going casual, but it's pretty much how everybody draws shoe and casual clothes. If he's not wearing a hoodie, people draw him as like a cool, like, sniper looking deal. Albin was super cute. Albin is who I saw first. I saw the little cat ears and I was like, that's a nyan nyan. They were very lovely cosplayers. No one wants to draw his official outfit. Nobody does want to draw his official outfit. Nobody wants to like design that either, or make that either, but his outfit doesn't look too bad to cosplay, actually. The metal ornaments might look scary, but you can easily do that with like EVA foam. Or even cardboard, actually. Cardboard actually would be very easy to do. Next! Mista! I think I actually have this photo, my photo with the Mista. But this was a lovely Mista that I saw Sunday morning. Very cute. They had, I forget, they had something else VTuber other than the Iron Mouse. I think they had it on their phone. Can make it with Warbler. You could make it with Warbler. That'd be a little more expensive, but you could do it with Warbler. But this was a lovely Mista. They were so cute. I saw them when I was coming into the lobby and I was like, Mista! Let me see if I got a photo. Oh, nope. That is a photo from the day before when I got to see Shoto. There was a Shoto taking people's photos, and I was like, oh my god, can I take a photo with them? I don't know, I don't want to get in their way, but they let me take a photo with them. And you can see I was Maid Uki that day. There's my Maid Uki cosplay. The wig needs some work. Like I worked on the wig the day before, the morning of. I did both of my wigs the morning of, so you got a big roll of Warbler on clearance from $100 to $48. Damn, nice. I haven't yet to play with Warbler. I have some EVA foam samples. I've not done anything that like big cosplay wise to try it. But I want to try one day. I want to try one day. I could probably make something like small to test it stuff. But the Shoto cosplay was so cute, and they made me regret not cosplaying Shoto. Oh, you found them in cleans, you didn't get it. Damn. But the maid outfit for Uki, it was not flattering. It showed how broad my shoulders can be. I guess that's something I'm gonna have to learn to accept. I never really thought of myself with broad shoulders. But that's not really strange because I am bigger than most AFABs. I have bigger hands. I have Vox-sized hands. I have bigger boobs. I have broader shoulders. I have bigger feet. I think it's just something I'm gonna have to get used to again. I've never been somebody who is not body confident about my feet or anything like that. The shoulders, geez, you can't really get rid of that, can you? You can't fix that with plastic surgery unless you like go in and fix bone and stuff. You're still supposed to work on my Shoto cosplay, but lazy. So you can do it. You can do it. Shoto's very easy. He's very easy. Later on, I can help you find stuff if you want. Because I was looking at Shoto stuff too for cosplay. I can help you out. We can do this. You can do this. You can do this. You can be the Shoto to my Ukiki. Lovely Shoto cosplayer. Wish I got their name. Next. There's the Mista selfie. I was Officer Voxan on Sunday during the day as well. I was Officer Voxan Saturday night. But I felt so damn good in the cosplay that I decided to do it that Sunday as well. You just need to paint the hoodie. Oh, okay. That's easy to do. You can stencil that and just spray. You could do that. Or you could, no, vinyl. Vinyl would be better. Vinyl would be better. But I got to take a photo with the Mista, and I showed them little mini Mista who was arrested for their food crimes. I arrested Mista for his food crimes. Officer Voxian has to take him in. And you know, she was very busy at the con, so you know, she gotta take in her little culprit. Officer Voxian was so fun though. Funny enough, I bought the biggest size thinking I was not going to fit it, maybe, or if I did fit it, it would have been just at the right size, and it might have been a struggle, but no. I had a little bit more room to work with. Like, if I had more thunder in my thighs, I probably would have fit it better. There was still some room in the thighs to work with. And I got some big thighs, so I apparently don't have enough thunder in my thighs to fill that out. It was very fun to wear though. Very fun, and it felt so good. Not just in a body confidence way, but in a, oh, this is letting my body breathe and I'm not sweating so much way. Very fun. And if you notice, we all had to wear masks during the convention. Some people took theirs off to take photos and to eat and stuff, and some people didn't wear them at all. But like, I wore my mask. It was so fun. I got a guy asked me to hold a sign that said thick because I was 2B and he was Aku. I don't know who Aku is. Wait. see, I think Aku, I see Aku and I think of Aku from like, oh, Samurai, yep, that's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking. But nice, Cat, I've never seen you in 2B. You gotta show me that later, honey. I was also very proud of this Voxan because for the first time, the first day when I was casual Voxan, I did eyeshadow for my makeup, and that's fine, totally fine. It worked out well. But for Officer Voxan, I used my face paint, and you're not supposed to put it around your eyeballs, but I did it anyway. As long as you're okay, you're good. And it was so fun to work with. I had gotten the face paint to do my Warrior of Light cosplay. Haven't done her yet, haven't finished her. Gotta fix her wig and find an outfit for her. But I used that makeup instead, and it was so fun to work with. 2B and Huntress from Dead by Daylight were my most popular cosplays. Yeah, work it, work it, work it. Help out. Oh my god. Nah. These were my friends. These were my friends. They were, I believe this is Heaven's Blessing. I think it is. It's not Moldao's she. As they made sure that I knew. But these were my roommates, and I can show it's not, yeah. Wait, it's not Heaven's Blessing? What is it? I don't know which one this is. All I know is that they said this one was the problematic one that was less well known. It's, oh, Scum Villain Self-Saving System. All right, yeah, it was that one. It was that one. And I don't know who's who, but my friend who's on the left, Dane on the left. That is, gosh, Shin, what is your Insta name again? Baby, that's the only one I haven't finished reading. Oh my gosh. Baby, what is your Insta? Oh my god. Baby. They are Simone Shin. And they are lovely. Oh, I spelled Danmei wrong. But they are lovely, and I've been friends with them for like 5 years now or so. I met them when I first got to go to Katsu all weekend long. A few years back, maybe 2017, 18, I'm not sure. I love him to death. I love him to death. I would steal him if I could. I love him. If just seeing him Thursday night, if I was only there to visit him that night, it would have been worth it. I love him. Left cosplay is little Bengay. Bengay, yes, and right is Shin Yuan. Yeah, the Bengay was said several times. I don't know if I'm even saying that right too, because Shin was like saying it like all the time, and I'm like, I don't think that's how it's pronounced, but they're probably doing it on purpose. But they're lovely. They had a lot of photo shoots, and the person on the right is their girlfriend. That's Jenny. And they made those cosplays. They're so amazing. She took my measurements, so like later down the road, she can make me Uki when I commission them. Yes! But like their cape, their organza cape was so long. I helped out by carrying it to their to and fro their photo shoots so it wouldn't get ruined. I was like the little bridal person behind somebody carrying the veil. But very beautiful. They had some really nice shots, and I can't wait to see what shots they come back with. See, this one, that's them taking one of their shots. That they had a lovely, really, really gorgeous person taking their shots. And this is another view of the atrium from, like, you know, being in the actual atrium. You can see the He-Man standees too. It was oh, and then you can see the Tails cosplayer in the back. Like, damn, the furries are getting in the way. That's not an amazing photo. And then, what's this? Oh my goodness, is that an onigiri? And you're an onigiri. There was somebody in the merchant's hall, and they had a big notepad and a ton of Copic markers. And they were letting people draw their fandoms just to be like, hey, we can document like the fandoms going on at this con or in this merchant hall. Very, very cute idea. So I drew a little kindred onigiri for, you know, the kindred. I did not see any other VTubers on the notepad. There was a lot of Pokemon. There was a lot of Academia and Genshins and stuff, but like I drew an onigiri. I think I have the other photo. Right, yes, there was some Splatoon. There was a Twilight Sparkle. I see Fire Emblem. I think I see Sailor Moon. I think I see a Furby. There was a good number of Furbies at this con, funny enough. But it was just really, really cute. It was such a cute idea, and I just had to add my little mark for the kindred. It was very cute. This booth, I think, was selling steampunk accessories, I believe. I didn't actually get to go and visit the booth itself because I was kind of crunching on time. And I was trying not to, like, you know... I get very anxious going to booths and stores, looking and not buying anything. It makes me feel really, really bad. I've had to learn not to do it, and I've had to learn not to be so anxious, and I guess the way to not be so anxious about it is perusing through and saying that their stuff is beautiful, taking a card and telling them to have a nice con. I always tell people have a nice con. Like, if anybody heard someone screaming, have a lovely con, have a nice con, that was probably me. That's pretty much like what I make sure that like I tell people to have a good con, and I just try to be super nice at the conventions, you know? I want to, you know, everybody's there being nice. Everybody might be a little stressed. I just want people to be happy. What's the next? Oh, there's a Pikmin. What's next? This Cloud Eat-A-Bag. Yes, I took pictures of Eat-A-Bags, but this Cloud Eat-A-Bag was amazing. They made the bag themselves because I've never seen a bag with that much window space. And it was so good. Do I recognize any of those buttons actually? I do. I see Ayu. I see Ayu's Cloud. I think I see Cal's Cloud too. I definitely noticed some artists that I recognize. Not that I can remember their names, but one of those top heart buttons is definitely Ayu. And I don't see Cal's art in here, but I could just be wrong. Cal's always around with Final Fantasy. You'll see Calgado's merchandise sooner or later. Calgado's a very good acquaintance friend, and they're a lovely artist. And if you are in Final Fantasy fandoms or VTuber fandoms and Promare and stuff, you'll find their art anywhere. Oh, that's not the right thing I wanted to do. There we go. Next! More Eat-A-Bags. This was somebody's, this is a mixed Eat-A-Bag. It looks like it's just a shoe or a Team Purple Eat-A-Bag, but you can see that there's, you can see on the left, there's an Uki. Ike is on the opposite side. Those are both Ayu as well. Those are both Ayu buttons. And then there's shoe in the middle, and that is the shoe with the purple metal accessories is Ayu as well. And then you have down below Ike is Vox, Shu, Mista, and Luca. That's very cute. They have a Mista Amamori. I believe that's what it's called. Amamori. I have the Vox one, and it's right here. It says, may Holly Jolly Pekka's streaming dreams come true, and lovely Salix got that for me. Lovely, lovely winged Salix. I like her. And then there's a Shoto at the bottom. There's a Mista. I think that's a Sony. Yep, there's Noctix on the left. That's I love the way they organized that. They got their shoes in the middle and their Shoto. And then they have their Noctix and Luxiums separated. Very cute. Next. This was another mixed bag, and I got to see it when I was at a booth for quite some time because the internet, this con sucks. But you can see they have like a whole bunch of stickers and charms in the top pocket, and then they have a Pomo puppet, and then they have an Ike puppet. And look at that, is that another IU button? No, that's not an IU button. Wow. But it's so cute. What is that button? Oh, that's Ike. I'm sitting there going, I'm like, what the hell is that button? Very cute bag. Very cute bag. What's next? Oh. I was feeling myself Saturday night. And I looked better with a hat on too. Like, damn. This is like the only photo that I really like of myself from the con, so that's why I included it in here. Like, damn. And that was the first time too. Like I said, this was the first time I used the water-based face paint makeup on myself. That was very fun to put on, but it was also the first time I did painted on lips. I've always had, like, you know, the actual lipstick stick and gloss. I've never had it where I had to paint it on with a brush. I love that. It's a very good color, and it was drying. My lips are still recovering from the convention. Very dry. I need to be hydrated. I've been drinking water all week. I've been trying to get back the hydration, but I was feeling myself. Next. Oh, there's Mista. I should have put that up further up. But little Mista, I carried Mista around when I was Officer Voxan, because, you know, I wanted a prop. I wanted a little prop. I forgot my good handcuffs at home because I have better handcuffs than whatever they gave me here with the costume. I wanted something. And so I was like, this would fit around Mista's head. So he got handcuffed for his food crimes. He's finally taken in. He cannot threaten rice cookers ever again. He cannot threaten rice cookers ever again. I let him off. He's right here now. He's back at my desk. So he's on probation. He's on house arrest now. He's a good boy at the con. See? He might have been my little culprit at my side, but you know, I have a vacation. I let him have fun. I'm not mean. Like Officer Akuma could be mean. Officer Voxan, she's a little more merciful, you know? Yeah. See, I let him have fun. Sorta. He didn't get any drinks. Boo-hoo him. I got drinks though. Is there no more? No more photo? No more photo? No more photo. No more photo. No more photo. Don't use the computer to do your stuff. Do your... I don't. Is it this one? Yay! I pressed button. You're digging through Facebook. Oh my god. But let me get to the actual like good story shit. The first story. First off, I go and I'm leaving for the convention. I live close by. I live in the DMV area, so I easily could just come and go to the convention if I wanted to. But I'm a cosplayer and I buy shit. And I needed a hotel room, so I'm going to the convention. 10 minutes down the road, I see the alcohol store, and I'm like, oh yeah, I need to buy alcohol because we need champagne and drinks. And then I remembered, I was supposed to pick up meds. So I had to drive all the way back. Thankfully, it was only 10 minutes. I had to drive all the way back, drive an extra 10 minutes to the pharmacy, and get my medication that I definitely need for the that I have to take on a daily basis. But I was also able to buy, what else did I buy at CVS? I bought some nail polish at the CVS, so like, you know, it was a win-win. And then I was able to go to the alcohol store that I like, personally, at the same time. So I got my alcohol, I got my meds. Don't really combine those two. And then I was on my way to the con. And when I got to the convention, I already showed the line photos. I didn't have to stay in the line registration for very long, thankfully. Whew, thank goodness. Because last year's registration line for people who were on day 1 and not Thursday night, that was like a 2.5 hour wait. That was awful. That was not acceptable. So having like an hour in the line was not bad at all, because I was just pretty much just tweeting and talking to people on my phone and admiring everybody's cosplay and like wondering how in the world do they have this kind of stamina to be cosplaying on Thursday night. They must have gotten there like to their hotels super early, I guess. I don't have that kind of stamina. I literally just went in my Shoto gear. I just went in my Shoto merch. My shirt, my hat, I just went out full Shoto. I wasn't doing it. I wasn't doing it. But once I got through my badge, I finally got to meet up with Jenny, who was one of my roommates, who I got to finally meet at that con. Love them to death. I would protect them with my life. You found the 2B! Yes, text me, bitch. Text me, bitch. But I got to meet Jenny. Lovely person. I immediately, like, few minutes in, I was like, I will protect this person with my life. I love them. And she took me over to the hotel because I did not have, like, you know, the room key to get into the hotel. So I was able to go and put my stuff down and then go back to my car and put stuff in the hotel. First thing they really tell me is, okay, we gotta get to the room because Shin, August, he's got his name on his Instagram. Augie. I call him Augie because he's my little puppy boy. Augie was on the floor. Augie was already dressed as Graha for the night and was supposed to have a Graha photo shoot. That didn't really happen, sadly. But they had one drink or so, and they were already on the floor. He was already on the floor. And they showed me the photo. They're like, all right, we gotta get to the hotel room. Augie is on the floor. And I was like, oh my God. And then right as we're leaving the convention area, we get a text saying, I'm escaping. And it's like, no, please don't escape the room. You are not sober. And so we're like making sure we get to the hotel room fast enough to get there. And right as we get there, we find the doors kind of already open, and it's like, oh no. Thankfully, he did not leave the room. A friend of his came and just like was talking to him. He was still sitting on the floor right at the door, but at least he was with a friend, and the friend was like, you know, making sure that he was not leaving. And it was funny because I actually remembered the guy. I had met him in cosplay at the first time I went to Katsu when I first met Augie. I didn't realize he was the Sid from Final Fantasy 15 that I met. Very lovely guy. Very lovely guy. It was nice to see him again. So, at this point, I needed to go get my stuff out of my car because I parked in the parking garage across the street. Like, okay, I don't want to make more than one trip. We're gonna shotgun this. We're just gonna get everything in one go and it'll be done. Not smart. Because I had my luggage, which was very packed and weight heavy on one side, so I couldn't just really set it down without it wanting to fall over on its front. I had the alcohol. I had a big pack of, like, you know, mics. I had a big bottle of champagne. I had the little pack of tequilas. So I had that bag. That was heavy. Oh, hydrate. Yeah, you reminded me something that I didn't do over the weekend. Gosh, this time last year, or not last year, this time last week, what was I doing? This time last week, we were watching Good Mythical Morning in the hotel room and we were drinking. That was pretty much my Friday night. A lot of drinking. But as I'm going to the car, I have my luggage, I have my drinks, I have the Vox wig head because I had his hair sectioned off with clips for a little bit just so I could get the proper layers and the bangs set up, and I didn't want to lose that by putting it back in the bag. So, and I also needed the wig head to style it later on, so I had the wig head with the wig on. I had the Holocure, and then I had my creepers. I had my big platform shoes that were supposed to be for Uki. It was supposed to be for Uki because like it had Uki aesthetic, and so I was like, yeah, I'm gonna bring those. I couldn't really fit them in the luggage, or at least I thought I couldn't fit them in the luggage at that time, so I was struggling to carry those too. And then I had, well, no, I didn't have my bag with, no, I did have my bag with me. I just had a lot with me. And so I'm getting into the elevator. I dropped the mics, the bag ripped, and the mics, they popped off at the tops. Thankfully, they didn't bust. Like, the glass bottles didn't bust, thankfully. The caps sort of did, and so when they fell over, a little bit spilt. So that elevator had a little puddle of Mike's Hard Lemonade on the floor because of me. And it took me a while to gather up everything and try to figure out how in the world am I gonna carry this? I had to get off of the elevator and just like stand in the parking lot and try to organize shit. And so in the end of the day, I tied the shoelaces to the luggage. I shoved Holocure through the handle of my suitcase, so he was just kind of squished in there. I had my fingers stuck in the wig head, the hole in the wig head underneath at the base of it. And I was carrying the alcohol with that same hand, and with the luggage, I had my other hand. It was painful. Oh, it was painful. It was very painful. And I should have let that been a lesson for later on, going back to the car, but like, no, we'll get to that later. But, so we're getting stuff, like, we're settling into the hotel, and nothing crazy that night, thankfully. At least not for me. My Augie had a photo shoot that day planned, but not anymore. He was just recovering being drunk. And we're getting settled in, and I was talking about my last Katsu experience, and we were talking about the lines, and I'm like, yeah, last year I waited 2.5 hours, and it made me miss Billy Kometz as a guest for his signatures. And if you know about Billy, that was one of the last times you could ever see Billy at a convention. But Augie didn't know that. And so from the bathroom, you hear him, I don't like Billy Kometz. And it's like, what's wrong with Billy? They're like, he doesn't go to conventions. And I'm like, he's dead. I'm like, Billy is dead. And they're like, oh. They were just like, and reminder, he was drunk, so he's just like, oh. I'm laughed so hard. I fell to my knees and I was just like banging on the floor. I'm like, Augie, he died. He had prostate cancer. They're like, oh, that would explain it. They're out here like, he's a bitch. He doesn't go to conventions. And I'm like, he's dead. That's why. Like, he died last year. I think that's the funniest story to come out of that weekend, honestly. And the con hadn't even started yet. I'd only seen my friend for like an hour or two at this point, and they were already like spilling shit. Oh my goodness. Oh, I need tissue. I don't have tissues in this office. What did I eat that? And then I ordered pizza. I was smart and I ordered Pizza Hut. I got a big old stuffed crust pizza and I let that, I actually got that saved for 2 days in a row. I'm very smart. Very smart to have that done. Look at Discord. Okay, fine. Look at Discord. Oh. Let me look. Oh, look at you. Look at you, cutie. Look at you. Look at you. You're so cute. I can see that you're in the merchant's hall. Look at you. So cute. So cute. I just pinched that cheeks. That's cute. Why do I have so many notifications, man? Who's texting me? Oh my gosh, it's all the Vox Discords. It's all the Vox Discords, man. I live in the artist and merch hall. I do too. That I literally was nowhere else. I tried to go to the gaming lounge. No, things end early on Sunday, so like I didn't get to the gaming lounge. I didn't get to play Tycho. Yeah, I didn't even finish the merch hall. Friday, what did I do Friday? Friday, I immediately, well, it took me a long time to get together and cosplay, sadly. Aki lives in the gaming hall. Gaming is very, very fun. I've yet to go to the gaming hall and experience stuff like that. One day I will, and I will show people my Taiko prowess, and I will wow them. But Friday, I had to go to CVS at first because there's a CVS just around the block, and thankfully, that's where I got like a lot of like food. I got some food there. I got some heel liners because I needed those. What else did I get? I got drinks and stuff. I got some things that I needed for the con. And then it took me quite some time to get ready cosplay wise because I hadn't done my makeup in so long. Casual makeup, yes. Full on like several step face makeup, no. What is my stage of makeup? So you gotta wash your face first. You gotta put on your primer. You gotta put on your other primer. I have 2 things of primer. I got redness control, because look at these cheeks. Look at these cheeks. They're very rosy. I got some rosy ass cheeks. I have to put that tonal correction on, and then I do like a mattifying primer. And then you either put your concealer on first or your foundation first. It really, like, it all depends on how you want things to look, honestly. Put those on, then your eyeshadow, then your eyeliner, then your lip, and your mascara or your lashes if you're doing that. And then your face paint if you're doing that. It's a lot of steps. It's a lot of steps, and I was blazing through them. You should wait a little bit in between each step, at least for your face, like your skin. But I was speeding through that, and if I waited a little bit, I just put the hairdryer on my face. I was like, yep, please just set. Set that on my face, please. But that took me a while because I was also doing Vox's wig. And I have not styled Vox's wig in a long time. And let me take my earring off. It's really getting on my nerves with my headphones. I have my Vox earring in. That I did not get in time for the convention. Even though it should have been in time for the convention because it said it was coming from New York. No, it came from like fucking Kazakhstan. Fuck off. It literally came this past Monday. I feel like my makeup skills have improved, that I started buying more quality makeup and not use cheap Ulta makeup. Yeah! I mean, can you get my stuff at Ulta? I used to use Urban Decay foundation, 60 bucks. Yeah, it's a lot of money for a foundation, but you got a lot out of it, and whew, that stuff covered. That stuff was opaque. That stuff was opaque. But I bought pretty much everything makeup-wise was Maybelline. I got Maybelline Walmart makeup, and it is good. You just have to learn. You just kind of have to, like, you know, find what works, I guess. You can find some really good cheap stuff that will work. Maybelline stuff worked for me. Pretty much everything was Maybelline. Except for maybe my mascara and my eyeshadow. I had my ColourPop palette for that. Makeup's fun. Makeup's fun. I felt very, very proud of my makeup this time. I'm not the best with makeup. So it kind of makes me want to go to work one day fully make-upped up. Mean more quality. Okay. I getcha. But oh my gosh, the Vox wig took me forever because I have not done anything wig-wise in so long. And it's not that I can style wigs a lot. That was actually the most I've styled before. But it was the first time in a long time that I ever really worked with my Got2b spray and everything. And I just really did not know how to go about it. So once I started, it was so easy. Drugstore brands tend to be more quality nowadays. They do. Cause, like, you know, you gotta get your bang for your buck. You can't be putting out all these commercials saying you're like the top of the top and like be shit. But once I got the wig done and everything, I was able to finally, around noon, I was finally able to get to the convention. And literally, I didn't show the photo of this shoe cosplayer, but as I was walking to the convention, like not even a minute later, I see a shoe just standing on the sidewalk, and I got a photo of them and with them, and it was nice. Or I didn't get a photo of them, I got it together with them, sadly. I don't think I got their name either. Dang it, I didn't get their name. But then I pretty much went straight for the artist alley. Pretty much my home. I will do a hand cam for my merch later. Cause I got a good bit. Kat saw my haul. It's not as much as I used to get. It's definitely not as much as it was last year. Last year I bought too much last year. You know what's sad? My life. The fact that I don't make enough money to deal with people. The fact that Twitch takes 70% of subscriptions. The 1 year I did not go to my local con, Iron Mouse and Neanderthal for guests. Damn. Oh, that's right. They were. They're going a little more places. I've officially actually gone to the Otakon forum thread, and they have an official like guest request thread. I put down VTubers. I put down Niji Sanji's. I put down specifically Niji Sanji Ian's fourth wave Lexium. But I want the others there too. I pretty much was just like advocating for VTubers and like told them how it would be done and everything. Like, oh, well, they do it through monitors and everything. I am advocating for East Cons East Coast cons to get VTubers this next upcoming years. If I have to be on con staff or volunteer, so be it. We need VTubers. We need some good guests at East Coast cons. I will work for it. Or I will do the panels myself and get shit done. Yeah, I'm gonna be doing a VTuber panel this next year. There's nothing for VTubers con-wise. You can be the confidant who's staffing Holocure booth. I was thinking of that story actually earlier. That's a very cute story. That was a very cute story. What else happened on Friday? Man, I waited 10 minutes for one booth to get a shirt. Just a shirt. I was like, I want this shirt so bad. And oh, my feet were killing me. Because I have bad ankles. And I don't know what's going on with my left foot. I don't know. I'm going to the doctor for it sooner or later. Who knows? Whenever I do a Convention 101 stream, I'm going to go over convention etiquette. People would not stop getting in front of me at this booth. And I'm like, I get it. You want to get to your stuff and you want to go to the other stuff. I get it, I get it, I get it. But if I've been standing there for like 7 to 10 minutes, you need to not will your way up to the front and speak over me and get your stuff done first. It's just, it was very annoying. Very annoying. Very, very annoying. I got my shirt, thankfully. But after that, I was like, oh, I gotta move my feet. This really hurts. And it showcased also how bad the internet is at these conventions, or at least this convention venue. Gaylord is known to be milking your money. If you want Wi-Fi at the convention center, regardless if you are a vendor or an artist, staff, or like an attendee, they want you to pay $200 to $300 for that Wi-Fi. They want you to pay like hundreds of dollars just to be able to use proper Wi-Fi. And it's crazy because artists were struggling in the artist alley and in the merchants hall. They were struggling so hard just to get a signal on their phones and their card readers. It was insane. It's insane. It's not fair. It's not fair to them. There was a person that I commissioned, and I'm going to be getting the commission in the mail sooner or later. But I commissioned them, and they just could not get a signal, and it had been we were waiting a little bit, and so we talked about like coming back the next day, and thankfully they had better chances the next day, but that's because they found a spot all the way like in the corner of the artist alley where they could find a signal. People were literally having to leave their booths and put their phones up in the air just to be doing that, and it kills me. I wish I could make a angry face better on this model. Mommy, I'm gonna ask you to make it easier for me like that if you're here. But like, it was awful. Internet was awful. And by the second and third day, I was always asking artists, how is your day going? How's the con this weekend? How was the internet working for you? And by the end of the weekend, so many dejected artists and vendors were like, we had to pay. We finally caved in and paid. And it was so sad. No, just disrespectful. Disrespectful. It should at least come with your booth. It should come with your booth. Katsu is cheap. Gosh, I'm just complaining. What else happened Friday? I'm trying to think. I'm going through it like mentally in my head of how things went. I'm going down the aisles in my head. Not too much happened in the artist alley on Friday. Not too much happened. I was pretty much going through, taking all the business cards I could, wishing everybody a happy con, and taking photos if I could. And then after that, I had to go to the hotel room. I had to go to the hotel room because I had to drop the stuff off. There's a lot of stuff. And my feet were hurting and killing me like crazy. Oh, but there was a lovely person who noticed who I was, because I was casual Voxan that day. I had dish soap with me. I had worm grit in my boobage. And as I was walking through the crowd in the artist alley, there was a guy, young man, and he asked if I was Voxan. I was like, yes, I am. Hello, Kindred. And oh my gosh, the power of Akuma bloodline just like flowed through me apparently when I said that, because this guy gets so flustered. This guy got so flustered. He was just like audibly like, oh my god. It was so cute. And he's just like, he's like blushing and like making hand gestures. It was so cute. And we were walking past each other, so it's not like he could stand there and like, you know, get flustered. And I call out, I'm like, did you want a photo? And he's like, no, I'm good. It was a very powerful moment. I felt so powerful. I felt sexy. I felt powerful. I was like, that was like the best moment of my Friday. That was the best moment on my Friday. Being able to be recognized as Voxan and see a Kindred and work the Vox magic on them in person, and them actually like going nuts over it, like, damn. It felt good. It felt really good. I hope that they are well and that they hydrated, and especially after that. What else happened Friday? What else happened Friday? I didn't do anything at night Friday. I stayed in the hotel room with my friends because they didn't have any more photo shoots at the time, and they were aching. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna stay in the hotel with them, and we're just gonna chill out and we're gonna drink. I think that night is when we played Never Have I Ever. We were just grabbing the mics hard that I bought, and pretty much we're just taking shots at each other with the game. AKA, I was firing Never Have I Ever questions, specifically knowing that they would have to drink. And Augie definitely took shots at me. Yeah. It was fun though. It was fun. He gets drunk easily because of his health and because he's tiny. I don't get drunk. I don't get drunk. I don't know what it is. I drank so much this weekend, you guys. I drank more alcohol than I did water. I think I drank more alcohol than I did Coca-Cola as well. I had a lot. I drank a lot. That was the most I've drank ever, really. And like in one sitting and stuff. Like I literally, what was it? Was it Thursday? It was Thursday night. Yeah, it was Thursday night. I was getting settled and we were talking about like, you know, getting drunk and stuff because my friend was sobering up. They're like, yeah, it just really depends on like, you know, what's in your stomach and how fast you drink it. And as he says this, I opened up one of the little tequila bottles and I just down it in one go. Like, I'm just gulping that stuff, like, down in one go, and he's just staring at me like... Bastard. And, like, he was waiting for me to, like, you know, get drunk and stuff. No. No. I didn't get drunk at all. I was... The rest of the night, I was cleaning up my area. I was getting things settled and set up for tomorrow, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go to bed. Night. Oh, that does remind me of another story. Okay. So, I do snore. I snore, apparently. And apparently I do it a lot more now because I gained some weight during the pandemic because of medication. I physically cannot drink more than 1 or 2. Oh, that's okay. It really all depends on each person and what you eat. And why do I have a big hole in my pajama pants? I go, oh, now everybody can see my leg. How scandalous. Damn. Oh well. But I snore, apparently. And I won't deny it. I just did not think that I snored that loud. But I remember waking up in the middle of the night and Augie, shut the fuck up. I'm a slut and I'm proud of it. I'm a proud slut. Yeah. But my friend wakes me up at like 3 something in the morning. And I think they took out my headphones because I was listening to Worm ASMR. Because I didn't know if I was going to be able to go to sleep in this hotel room or not. I have a hard time going to sleep if I'm not in my bed. Unless I'm really tired. I was able to actually go to sleep at this convention. That's a first. But they take out my headphones and I'm like, what? They're like, you're snoring. I'm like, oh, okay. And I don't remember anything else after that. The morning of waking up, Augie and Jenny tell me, you were snoring so loud. And I'm like, what? What? They're like, yes, you woke us up. You woke us up and we are hard to wake up. Which I believe because they left the TV on and I had to turn it off when they fell asleep. So apparently I was snoring like I was snoring really loud apparently. So much so that I woke him up and that August literally went down to the hotel lobby to see if he could get headphones. He could not. He could not find little earplugs at all. And so they were shaking me awake. They were like patting my face awake. They put their cold water bottles on my face to try to like spook me awake. Nothing was working. Because when I sleep, I kind of go into a coma. When I am actually asleep, I am in a coma and it is very hard to wake me up. And if you do manage to wake me up, I go right back to sleep. I might say something in that moment, but I'm like instantly like falling back to sleep. It's like there's no brain there. And apparently what woke me up was pulling the earphones out of my ears. So there you go. If you ever get in a room with a Paca, then, you know, take out my headphones. Or something else. I don't know. I was sleeping hard. And they were so upset. I was like, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I didn't know I snored that loud. They were lucky because sometimes I scream in my sleep. Sometimes I scream in my sleep. I don't know what I scream, but apparently I scream. It's very rare, apparently. But I talk in my sleep. Like, I ask questions in my sleep. I'm like, what? And I scream. Very rare, but apparently it's something I do. I think there was one night, not a convention story, but there was one night where I said something, and the next day my mom's like, yeah, you were telling somebody to shut up, and you were saying something. And the way she said it, I don't know what I said or what she said I said, but I knew immediately I was listening to Vox ASMR and responding to it in my sleep. So I was like, oh my god, what else does she hear? I don't know what else she heard. Damn. But that was my Friday. What did I do Saturday? I know I ordered IHOP. I ordered breakfast. That would last me 2 days. And that was my Uki day. That was my Uki day where I dressed up as Maid Uki. And that was painful. That was painful. I also was doing Uki's wig that day of. That was a lot easier because I literally just kind of like held the wig upside down and sprayed at the base of the layers so they could kind of stick up. And then I just did like a few other little pieces. I still didn't get out of the hotel room until like noon, but and then by the time I was ready, I was in my big old shoes, I was in the wig, I was in the maid dress, I was in my choker. We were getting it good. And I get to the con and like I wasn't even there long enough when I saw my friends and they're like, we're going back to the room. I'm like, oh, okay, I'll come with you because I didn't want to be alone. I had spent pretty much that Friday alone, and I don't like being alone at cons. It makes me feel very, very lonely. It wasn't as bad this year when I was alone because I knew that I had friends I was gonna, you know, meet back up with. I had friends I knew I was gonna be with, so that was nice. And I was a lot more extroverted this year, just talking to everybody. But we go back to the room. They're getting into their what's it called? What did you call it, Kat? The scum villain. They're getting into their scum villain cosplay. And then after that, we go to their photo shoot and stuff. And I'm helping them with their photo shoot. I saw lots of lovely cosplayers. A lot of Danmei cosplayers there that were at the shoot. Were also into Niji, and I got to meet them. They're very nice. And then there was an Ito that I took a picture of, but I think I got a photo with them, so I didn't like put the photo in the slideshow. Very lovely Ito. And they were actually a Doppio cosplayer the next day, and I'm so sad I didn't see that person. So sad. Very lovely person. I love seeing them. What else did we do that day? I tried to take photos myself while they had their photo shoot. I was like, I'm gonna take a photo with the pretty pink flowery trees too. It wasn't cherry blossoms. Those aren't in bloom yet here. But I tried to take photos, it was not very good. Not very good. And then that's when we started to go into like the artist alley again, because at this point Kat sends me money because the night before Kat's like, I want Mister, give me Mister. I offered so I had to go back in the artist alley and to get more Mistas and Ikes, and I spent more money. Bitch, you made me spend more money on myself. But it's fine because, like, you know, I got to see more cosplayers. I got to see the shoe and the Alban. I got to see the shoe and the Alban. I got to get some more merch myself. And it was good. And I got to go back and get my commission done. You can keep the rest of the money. No, honey! No. I don't need to, you don't need to do that. No, you don't need to do that. You don't need to do that. No. Because you sent me a good bit of money. Oh, I'll look at, I'll go through the stuff and see like how much it all was. And then you can decide, okay? Then you can decide, okay? Because I'm pretty sure, I mean, I think it was like maybe 40, 50 bucks maybe? There was, people were selling stuff a little cheap and I'm like kind of mad. I'm like, guys, it takes, I know it makes you, it takes more money to produce these things, especially when they're so high quality. Come on now. Lots of deals too. There was a lot of buy 2, get 1 free, or buy 3, get 1 more. And it's like, damn. Oh my gosh, that one was loud. Okay, that one was normal volume. What else did I do? All right, what else was Saturday? What else was Saturday? Saturday, that's when I went as Officer Vox Ann. We chilled out in the afternoon a good bit because they didn't have any more photo shoots. I wanted to rest my feet. Good Lord, I had to rest my feet. And then I went as Officer Vox Ann and we went together. What did they dress as? What did Augie dress as? I don't remember what he dressed as. But that's when I got to meet, like, a lot of their friends, and, like, you know, we got to talk, and, you know, they rested their head on my boobage. Very cute. I just wanted to protect them. We were, like, they were talking about, like, their roleplay servers or something on Discord. I'm like, oh, you roleplay? She's like, it's not safe for work. It's Omegaverse. I'm like, honey, I know what Omegaverse is. She's like, it's not safe for work. And she's drunk at this point, so she's like repeating herself. I'm like, yeah, I know, it's good. I used to do not safe for work roleplay. I write not safe for work roleplay, and they're like, and then they just put their head on my boobs because, like, you know, my boobs are exposed as Officer Vox Ann. They were very happy. It was so cute. I just wanted to like protect them. They were so cute. And I wish I got a photo, but there was a Link. Someone was cosplaying Tears of the Kingdom Link with like full titties out. Like this twink ass man was cosplaying the twink ass like Link. And at the convention, even male presenting nipples have to be covered up. So this guy literally had little Hyrule shields stickers on his tits. It was so funny. I was like, I love your shields. And he looks and he's like, I have those. He's drunk at this point too. Everyone at Saturday night is pretty much drunk. If they're at the convention and they're not walking around doing 18+ panels, they're probably drunk, or they're eating, or they're planning to get drunk. Or they're doing photo shoots, but pretty much they're drinking. I did not get a drink because I paid for drinks and they were in my room. I was not paying for more drinks. Even if they were He-Man themed. What else did we do this? Oh. And then I don't know why, but we ended up going up the elevator to the hotel rooms. And I'm like, where are we going? Are we gonna have a room party? Are we having a room party? I was very happy. I was excited about that, but no. They're banging on the door to their friend, and it's the mentioned friend that I talked about that visited on Friday when my friend was like drunk on the floor. He opens up and like it's pretty much that whole room is full of men with muscle. There is a bunch of hunks in the room. A lot of good looking men. Even for my lady bias, they were good looking men. All like cosplayers and all friends that of my friend. And I don't know why we were visiting them. I don't know why. We didn't stay long. But they start coming out of the room to talk. And they just start lifting people. You heard someone took a shit at the gazebo. Someone did not take a shit. It was a service dog, I believe. Someone told me it was a service dog. And you know, that's the second time it's happened at the gazebo. It's not that weird. It was a service dog, and service dogs shouldn't be doing that. But with how people are at the convention, I'm not surprised. Thank you. You should not be listening to mommy talking about getting drunk. Wait, no. I'm not talking about getting drunk. I've never been drunk in my life. No, there was actually a lot of service dogs this time around, Kat. Oh, hydrate. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, I've definitely been hydrating a lot this week. But there was a lot of service dogs, and you could tell they were actually service dogs, not because they were wearing vests, because they were well-mannered, and like they were doing tasks. Because I took a photo of one, and they were dressed as they had spray-painted Growlithe on them. They were a very good boy. And I also pretty much Now, if the dog shits randomly and they claim it's a service dog, it's not. No, well, I mean, that is a good point, but at the same time, you have stupid owners, and even if the owner, like, you know, is, like, actually, like, you know, disabled and needs a service dog, when you're at a convention, like Katsu, you don't take care of yourself, and you're obviously, if you can't even take care of yourself at the convention, you're probably not paying attention to the needs and tells of your dog. Especially at night, when everybody's being stupid and plastered and people are taking photo shoots. And that's probably what happened. They probably were at the gazebo and they were probably taking lots of photos, and the poor dog probably just could not hold it anymore. That's what I assume. That's what I assume. Because just people at the convention, just people. What was I saying? I was gonna say something, I don't remember. Oh, the guys were all picking us up, or picking the girls up, and I was like, oh, that's so funny. Yeah, no, you wouldn't be able to pick. They're like, you want to be picked? I'm like, no, I'm too heavy for that. I'm too heavy for that. They're like, nah, they pick me up. I have photos of them picking me up as Officer Voxan. I'm not a fan of me in the photos, but damn. I had two hunks just pick me up, and they start doing like little reps with me. I'm like, damn, okay, honey. I guess I see too many fake service dogs around my state, so I totally get you. We get so many fakes here, and that's why I'm super paranoid about bringing Dandy out, because I don't want to put a service vest on him until I know that he is better in public. He has his tasks done. He tasks like really good. He can literally be playing and doing stuff across the room. I go bounce my leg and he immediately comes over and he just like taps, because he's like, yes, tap you. That means I get something, right? He's doing his job. He doesn't know what he's doing, but he's doing his job. He's just not very good in public just yet. So I get you. Totally get you. But these men are doing reps. I'm just like, oh my god. And then literally we left, and I'm just like, why were we there? I'm not gonna complain. I had two men pick me up. But why were we there again? And then that's when we went back to the room. We drank more. We started getting like some of our shit together, or at least I did, because they were staying till Monday noon and I was gonna leave the next day. I could have stayed, but I didn't want to do that. I didn't necessarily want to do that because I had work the next day. Even though it was at 3, I needed to get home. I needed to get home at least by noon. And then we just drank, and I tried to get Augie to watch VTubers, because I have been sort of like, you know, I've been wheedling in VTubers to him for the past few months. And he said that he would pay attention to them, and I will admit, I'm not used to it. I'm not used to friends being this great. Obviously, you guys are great, but like Augie, literally, he remembered the names of every VTuber I mentioned that I thought he would like. He starts listing them off. He even remembered like Fuchan's nickname, and I'm like, you remembered the names? They're like, yeah, it's something you care about. You said I was gonna watch it. Like, I pay attention. I'm like, oh. We didn't get far though. We watched Luca. We watched a clip or two of Luca, and I don't think it was the best clips. I should have been more prepared and prepared a better like playlist of clips for him. Cause I was like, this guy's like a puppy. He reminds me of you. And they're like, this guy just makes me think of like an internet like Red Bull energy drink guy screaming. I was like, oh Lord. We didn't get far, because after like 2 small Luca clips, they're like, okay, I need a break. Where's my good mythical morning? That's pretty much all we watched. That's pretty much all we watched that weekend. They love their Rhett and Link. And I never really watched them before, so that was different for me. I did get to watch Finana's outfit debut, and that was like the first time that they actually saw like something VTuber stream-wise. They're like, what are they doing? Are they just showing it off? I'm like, yeah. They're like, why? What's the deal? People pay money for this? I'm like, yes, it's like tipping. They don't really get VTubers. They kind of have the belief that maybe VTubers are people who purposely flirt and make parasocial relationships with their chat. I mean, some do. I mean, if you only see Vox maybe and only see a few clips of like people flirty with their chat, then yeah. But like, you know, nah. Everybody's got their own different atmosphere with chats and stuff. Some people are bullies. Cough hicks. Yeah. Yeah. I'm not even gonna discuss it. I'm not gonna discuss it. I'm not gonna discuss it. Not gonna discuss it. What else did I do? Sunday morning. I get back into Officer Voxan, and I go into the merch hall. I get a guy. Did I say it on Twitter? I don't know. I had a Zenitsu, the yellow-orange guy from Demon Slayer. He come up to me. He knows who I am as Officer Voxan. And he asked for, like, you know, my photo. He asked for a photo together. And then he asked if I could step on him for a photo. I get that it was a character, but he also was like, you know, he was into it. And he also wanted me to sit on him. So I have photos of me stepping on this cosplayer and sitting on him as well. Oh my gosh. It was amazing. Sweet guy. He was getting a little pushy and everything, but like, you know what? He was sweet, and he asked, and he gave good hugs. And they were not sussy hugs. They were very good hugs. The hands were on the back. Upper back. Did you see that two girls' tattoos? Oh. He ain't even been out here for... He's only been out here for like 2.5 months. Oh my god. I bet you they were minors. I'm sure there's a lot of minors in that chat. Oh my god. I'm gonna erase that from my mind. What else happened at Merchants Hall? I got some good things at the Merchants Hall. One of the first booths I went to, I noticed they had some big Alpicasso. And I was like, oh, nice. Wait a minute. Let me check. When you're at a convention and you see something that's got a brand name, check the tag. Check the tag. It might be a fake. It very much could be a fake. And that's what this Alpicasso was. And I kind of knew it would have been before I even checked the tag, because I have never seen that kind of Alpicasso product. Granted, I don't know every product that Alpicasso has made, but they don't make anything new in that line much, as far as I know. And they did not have giant blob cushions with Alpicasso faces on them. So when I checked the tag, no, it was not Alpicasso. Did not say a Muse brand on there at all. I don't know what it was. But the guy let me check the tag in the bag, so I was like, okay. I walk away from the bag, not the bag, the booth, and I say, have a nice con. This guy has a very pissy face. I'm like, bruh. Don't get mad at somebody checking your knockoff shit, seeing it's knockoff, and walking away. Hi, Pam. Hello, honey. I love you too. I love you too. Mwah, mwah, mwah. There was something worse. Oh yeah, yeah. DM me, cat. I want that. I want that tea. I want that tea. Ma. It's Pam. I'm talking about my Sunday at the con. We already went through photos. I'll show you photos later, Pam. You pretty much seen the photos anyway, or some of them. What else happened Sunday other than the fake Al Picasso and the Zenitsu? I did steppies and I got picked up. I did. I got to step on somebody. I got to sit on somebody. I had some hunks pick me up. And then I got to see the Tasty Peach Studio booth. I'm very proud of Tasty Peach Studio. That is Reese from Tasty Peach Studio is pretty much like somebody I look up to a lot. I have seen them grow from a tiny little indie artist brand to having Hot Topic exclusive merch, and it's just, I'm so proud. And so being able to just be able to see them have a giant booth with all their products and being able to talk to the volunteers that work there and talk about the growth of the company, it felt really good. Hello, I have returned from... You do what now? I sat on somebody. And I stepped on somebody too. They asked me. They asked me. They asked me. I stepped on somebody and I sat on somebody. Powerful shit. Powerful shit. What else did I see? Oh, I got to... You look too squishy for me to turn on the audio for all that unhinged immediately. Let me... A Zenitsu cosplayer came up to me and wanted Officer Voxan's photo in various ways. He was very sweet about it, and I said yes. I was very, very honored for, like, you know, them to, you know, recognize me and, you know, ask that. I was very happy. I felt very confident. I wasn't really feeling too confident that morning about my costume like I was the night before. Even though it was the same makeup, same outfit. It felt, after that, I felt powerful. I was like, damn, I'm sexy. It felt good. But I also got to see the Chibi Tea booth. And I'll share their business card later, and I'll share them on Twitter too. Yeah, slay. Slay me. But I got to see their booth, and what was so special about their booth is that even though I'm not a tea drinker, I'm a Southern sweet tea drinker. I like that Mickey D sweet tea with like 8 cups of sugar in it. But one of their artists for their brand is my mama, is my madre. Madre did some of their art. Oh my gosh, I can't roll my R's, my throat hurts. My madre. Yeah, my madre. My madre did some of their art. And so I was like, hi, I know you're artists. And so I was able to see them do, I got to see my, my art madre's, art in a standee. Though I'm kind of sad because, I was kind of sad because apparently they sold the standees off. And if I knew, I would have been like fighting for Madre standee. I would have been like, yes, I got Madre physical. Hoy Pam, we jumping in on the homies. No jump. I'm tired. I bruise easily. No jumping on me. No. You can jump in the chat. Don't jump on me. What else happened Sunday? I did not stay long in the Merchants Hall, sadly, because my friends were going to eat lunch and they asked me to come with and meet up because we haven't really got to hang out in a while. So I was like, yes. What about uppies? I already got the uppies. I had 2 hunk men pick me up Saturday night, like, you know, and I got physical proof of it. Yeah, man. Yeah, man, just some friends of my friend, like, for some reason were lifting up the girls, and I was like, no, I'm too heavy for that. They're like, no, you're not. I was like, yes, bitch, I am. They proved me wrong. That was funny. I was not smitten, but I was like, damn, okay, honey. It was very funny, and I was like, I was impressed. I was not smitten because, like, you know, hunk guys are not my thing, but, like, I was impressed. I was impressed. But we went to lunch. We were trying to go to the restaurant that had the bull riding deal. There is a restaurant there, and they have a mechanical bull. And it's a big deal where some people will go and cosplay, and they'll ride the mechanical bull. There was a Suisei cosplayer that went on the bull. It was so funny. It was on Twitter. Very fun. And I wanted to get on the bull, man. I wanted to get on the bull. Someone bought out the whole damn restaurant Sunday for, like, brunch. I was so mad. Like, some company, I guess, did it. I was like, damn it. They bought the whole, I think they bought the bar, or I don't know if they bought the whole restaurant or the bar, but, like, we couldn't enjoy it. Like, damn. Holly, I into the hunks. Where the cute boys at? There was a lot of cute boys there. I roomed with a cute boy. And I got to see him all the time, my baby boy. My precious baby boy. What else? So we went to go to brunch. Got mimosas. Got foods. Played a lot of Never Have I Ever with the mimosas. That was fun. Because we were all, again, taking shots at each other and, like, trying to think of stuff. But the thing is, when I've played Never Have I Ever in the past, I didn't care if I had already done it. Because I've done a lot of stuff. So I would always pull out Never Have I Ever and say something. And even if I did it, I was still saying I'd drink to it. No, they didn't play the rules like that. They're like, no, you have to play it properly. I was like, dude, I've done everything. So it was so hard to come up with questions that every time I came up with a question, they're like, Holly, you've done that. And I'm like, yeah, that's true. Like, I'd be asking, like, never have I ever bought a sexy Dakima card. They're like, Holly, you got like 2. I was like, ow. But they were shooting off shit like never have I ever, like, gotten into VTubers. And I'm like, shut the fuck up. Been there, done that, bought the t-shirt. I should do that. I should make a shirt like that. Been there, done that, read the manga, or watched the porn. Oh, that reminds me. I got really good merch that I'll show off later that's kind of in the same vein. It's really good shit. I got a lot of good merch, man. I got a lot of good merch. And one of those pieces of merch I'll actually be able to do on stream other than just the hand cam. And I'm very excited about that because I got the guy's permission and stuff to, like, you know, do it. I was like, yes, nice. What else? What else? I'm looking. I brought the merch down into the office just in case if I wanted to do a hand cam. No, I'm not doing it. After lunch / brunch, whatever, we pretty much didn't do much afterward. Did I do anything else? No, it was too late. The con ended pretty much around 3 to 4 to 5 o'clock on Sunday, and we're like, oh, okay, let's chill. And I took a nap. I was like, okay, I'm gonna pass out. Bye. And then hung out a little bit more, and then I left. I came back home. Oh. But then it took me like 30 to 45 minutes just to get back to my car. Yeah, because you know how I said that I tried to do everything in one go from my car to the hotel? I did learn my lesson from that. Granted, I had less to do this, carry this time, because I finally shoved a lot of stuff into the suitcase itself. And I dumped some of the alcohol, or I left some of the alcohol behind with my roommates, so I wouldn't have to carry it. I couldn't find my car. I couldn't find my car. It took me like 30 minutes to find my car. And I still had all this stuff in my arms. I had the suitcase, I had the wig head, I had my docky. I had my bag, my purse bag. I still had stuff in my arms. And I'm just like, where's my car? And it didn't help that the elevator, I kept getting confused with the elevator because there was 2 elevators for each floor, for each side. And like, no matter, even when I went to one elevator, and gave me where I needed to go, when I got back on that elevator, it didn't send me to the same side or something. I don't know what happened. So I go to one floor and I'm like, where's my car? Because I specifically parked near the elevator. Just so I know where I was, just so I know I was at. I didn't remember the car floor, apparently. I was thinking it was on floor 4. But then I realized, floor 4 was the hotel's room. So I am going to each level, one by one, trying to find my car. And I would even switch up the sides. I would walk all the way to the other side, just in case. And granted, there's like 7 to 8 levels in this parking garage. I was getting very tired. I gotta work out that day. I gotta be responsible, don't actually go to sleep, so I see. Go night-night! Go night-night! I'm not gonna stay much longer anyway. You go to night-night. You go bed, you be a responsible adult. And you go sleepies. Think of good shit in your dreams. Dream of Pekka being hydrated. Dream of Pekka being hydrated. Like, please manifest that for me. Please manifest Pekka in your dreams being hydrated and healthy and not having our bummed throat. Yes, thank you. Well, thank you for the hydrate. I have my drink in my hand, actually. It's just nice to have something in my hand, honestly. Where's my dish soap? Dish soap. Come here, dish soap. I love dish soap. I'll pretend I won't be on Discord another hour. I mean, if you're going to bed, you're not lying if you're laying in bed. You could be doing something on your phone, but you're laying in bed. But yeah, I pretty much was walking around the entire parking garage. And at this point, I hadn't even paid for my parking garage thing yet. You're supposed to pay at the booth first, or the ticket machine, and then you get in your car and you drive out after you put the ticket back in, because then the ticket knows how long you've been there. I finally found my car on the 6th floor. I was so happy. I was so happy. And then I put everything in my car. I rest up a little bit because I'm tired as fuck. I just want to go home. It's been 30 minutes or so and I hadn't even left yet, and I've texted my folks. They're like, be careful, and I'm like, I literally could be like halfway home by now, but I'm still here, guys. The next adventure is me trying to find one of the ticket deals, because they only had them on one side of the garage. And you had to go all the way down or go to specific levels to get these ticket machines. I get to the ticket machine. I forgot my credit card. You gotta have your credit card to pay. Yeah, so I had to go all the way back up, walk all the way back to the other side of the parking garage. Thankfully, I knew what level my car was on, and I had to go get my credit card. Walk back to the other side of the parking garage, go back down, wait for the ticket machine to not be in use, and then I finally could pay for my ticket. They upped the price of the parking garages compared to last year or years before, and instead of paying like 60 bucks, I paid like 80. It is a Holly. Hello, Zero. Hello. Hello. We're finishing up talking about my con adventures at KatsuCon. Just went over my adventure of just trying to get back to my fucking car in the parking garage. Oh my gosh. That was... You think you farted, Andy? Wow. Well, at least it was you, not me. Hello, Andy. Hello. How are you today? How are you tonight? I hope it was a good fart.